colleagues and strangers too. This is Invisible Wires, and we're coming straight to you.
Hey, this is CSQUARE for Invisible Wires podcast, and we are here on another October day, the 18th, 2023.
The year of our Lord.
And we are ready to go and ready to flow. We have a special musical guest, Rabbit, today, and Bondo on backup.
What's up?
I took a break.
Players?
Took a break from singing today because I know that I would outsing them both. No,
Well, you have to rest those vocal cords.
I have to rest my vocal cords. I have Diva Chonatitis.
Vaginitis.
And we have, of course, we've already introduced you, so that was...
Yeah, way to go. Mission accomplished.
Man, look at that, like, efficiency.
Have you guys seen the video of Keanu Reeves at the mall? Like, it keeps getting yanked off TikTok because, I mean, Keanu Reeves is still cool in it, but you can tell it's just people wanting autographs and stuff like that. And he's just like, I just want some time to myself. And he's like, I get it. I understand. He's like, no, you don't understand it. And he goes over there and he still signs the thing. That's how cool Keanu is.
He's awesome. I love Keanu Reeves. Now, his acting skills, not great.
Not always.
So what's the theory on why it's getting banned?
I don't know. I wonder if he has something to do with it getting pulled down. There's another one I saw.
Big Keanu is behind
Yeah,
him.
Big Keanu. Repressing that
Big
bad
Keanu.
footage out there. But there's another one. It's after he's at concert, and it's like there's people wanting autographs, and he comes out, and he just looks tired, man. Just dragging ass. And the crowd's like, ah! And he like winces. Like he pulls back and winces, and they quiet down, and he just puts on the hat and like, I love you, man. And there's one dude there that has a really expensive bass there. And he passes it up a couple of times. And the dude's like, I love you, man. I love you. He's like, your other bandmate signed it. And he's like, I won't sign that. It's because the dude's going to go straight to eBay with it. It's already an expensive bass.
Yeah.
He's just getting autographs on it.
Can you imagine people selling your autograph? It's crazy.
Well, there's dudes that won't sign stuff anymore. Dave Grohl doesn't sign anything.
It's so weird that someone's autograph's worth something.
Hey, people are willing to pay for it. That's the thing.
Like, I bought those posters like thrice and of
Sparta?
and they signed them, but I didn't really think about
But you're not going to eBay with it to
I
make to
got
profit.
Carmen's autograph one time.
How much can I buy that? How much can I buy that from you for? I would buy it from you.
Is it just like a headshot of Carmen?
If it's a headshot of Carmen,
No, I think it was the
Ticket
stub.
stub.
Yeah, there was a ticket stub in like our seat, like a reserved, seat thing. It's like said Carmen live experience or something on it, and I had him sign that.
JC is in the house. But yeah, I think it's weird seeing celebrities get like again. They're Stephen Jenkins of Third Eye Blind. Like I'm not a huge Third Eye Blind guy, but there's a video that come up on my TikTok feed where there's a guy at the airport just conveniently has like 8 Third Eye Blind vinyl records. Hey, will you sign these? He's like,
like he had to have been following.
yeah,
something.
exactly. Or gotten a call like somebody who's at the airport because they have to like quote unquote stalk these people to get those autographs or whatever.
Yeah.
But first he's like, "Oh, you're a fan, huh? Tell me." And he has this lisp, like he has the, that lisp. Tell me what the 7th song is on whatever their 7th record is that really nobody has or listens to.
There was the one like
Right.
that was it. Like that was it.
Yeah. I wish you was.
What's the coolest autograph you guys have?
I had Johnny Bench once. That was cool.
I have a Mickey Mantle baseball.
Oh, really?
Autograph, yeah.
That's cool. I don't have a Mickey Mantle baseball, and it's not an autograph, but I have a baseball that was given to me by Ted Williams.
Ooh. Was it like at a game or?
It was back in the town we lived in Florida is where Ted Williams lived, and he had the Ted Williams Museum. And he would always have like a bunch of the older guys. It was all older stuff. And we went there on field trips all the time as a kid. Never saw Ted. Me and my dad went there almost like every weekend because they was always having like some kind of special event. And one day we went as a class, and Ted was there. and there's like a little theater room, and they showed us this like 20-minute long video on, baseball something, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, he asked questions to the kids and gave out a prize to everyone that answered right. So, like, obviously, I'm probably the only kid in there who knows who Ted Williams is because I'm a baseball nerd. I was probably like 8. I was like, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd grade, something like that. And I answered a question right, and he handed me a baseball. Only piece of Boston Red Sox paraphernalia owned. It has a Boston Red Sox logo on the back. It has Carl Yastrzemski's like 1946 season stats or something like that. So
it's funny. Like, we're all 3 music geeks, and you got any autographs? It's all baseball shit.
I have Blindside's autograph. All of Blindside. That was one of my favorite bands when I was younger. I've got Thrice. I've got Sparta. I've got. I never got the Martin.
Oh, actually, I have a Stone Gossard autograph. He signed a T-shirt when I met him. That's pretty cool.
But really, I mean, I guess it's cool.
I had Steve Earle sign one of my vinyls when he was at the Paramount.
Steve Earle.
Yeah.
It's the point of you met them. I met this famous person.
Right, yeah.
But I didn't meet Mickey Mantle.
True.
They touched it.
Yeah.
I have a Pete Rose autograph, but I also did meet Pete Rose.
I have a Pete
got
Rose.
a picture with him.
I have a Pete Rose autograph too, I think. Somewhere.
I have a Bart Starr autograph.
I've met 2 of probably the arguably top 3 greatest hitters who ever lived.
Derek Jeter walked right past me.
Derek Jeter did walk right past me one time. That's true.
No, I'm saying he walked past me
Oh,
also.
where did he walk past you at?
I was seeing Pearl Jam in Philly in 2009, playing the Spectrum, tearing down the Spectrum, and the World Series was going on there.
No
Phillies
shit.
and the Yankees.
I would have collapsed.
And they were all staying at the same hotel, and there was like a big red or orange, God, it was some stupid sports car, but it was A-Rod's car.
Oh, yeah, he's
and
a bozo.
then I just walked right into the hotel they were staying at because I was like, I'm just going to go in here and have lunch, and maybe I'll see, like, I ended up seeing Eddie Vedder and Stone Gossard again. I didn't talk to him, but... And then when I walked right into the lobby, Derek Jeter walked right past me like he was going out.
That's so cool.
And like he hit the doors, and you can hear the crowd just like, ah!
You ran into Eddie Vedder ordering lunch.
Oh, well, it was after lunch.
Would like to have a Caesar salad with a side of croutons.
Oh, yeah.
See that thing I sent you on Instagram?
Yeah, what Pearl Jam sounds
what
like.
Pearl
to people
Jam
who don't
sounds like to
listen
non-Pearl Jam fans. And it was just sounds like, somebody hold down, who is this on the hell? Like, hi.
Yeah, yeah.
You just isolate Eddie Vedder's, yeah.
Oh, God. There's some isolated David Lee Ross that are pretty good of him just doing, yeah.
I'm a zip it, double the dupes,
yeah! Yeah! High pitched screech. God, I can't do that ever.
I can't take Van Halen.
Really?
No.
No version of Van Halen?
No.
Mm-mm.
Love them.
It's just so cheesy to me. I can't take
agree.
it.
I agree. There is a cheesiness to it, especially like the Hagar Van Halen, because all his songs are about love. Some kind of alien. When love walks in. The David Lee Ross shit, he ain't talking about love. Like, that's... But it gets like
They were talking about love. Talking about love. Yeah. Wait, was that?
Ain't Talking About Love is the name of the song.
That's Van Halen, right?
Yeah.
That is a cool riff. That's like the only. Cool.
I mean, yeah, like the guitar, their music's like good.
But they do like the doo-wop thing too, even with David Lee Roth. Shop, shop, shooby-doo-wop.
Yeah, it's so cheesy.
Like that was kind of thrown in, and like that was just David Lee Roth's taste. Like they weren't like the Van Halen brothers weren't like, yeah, in this part.
It makes me feel like they were super drunk and high.
I'm sure there was some drugs to have been consumed.
Like if you look at like Guns N' Roses, when they did Appetite for Destruction, those guys were so screwed up.
They were doing smack.
Yeah, they were
like Van Halen guys were probably just like drinking and smoking weed, probably doing coke.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, those guys are doing smack.
How do you get anything done when you're doing heroin? That's
what I mean. Like, let's make a record. It's like Slash is asleep. He's not moving.
Slash looks like he's asleep when he's playing guitar.
I didn't realize Slash was. He's Indian?
He's Italian, I thought.
No, he's like.
I thought he was Jewish, actually.
He's like Middle East.
We have.
Yeah, Slash is.
Slash has the best Instagram. Have you seen it?
Yes, he shares like all those
weird.
It's not Disney, but it's like.
It's
called. Is it called World is Disney or
it's
Disney?
fucked up Disney? Is what it is.
Very hypersexual Disney.
It's weird, but it's great.
But that's somebody else's Instagram too. I can't even. Yeah, I wish I could remember the name of it.
Yeah, he got famous off someone. That's the thing about Instagram. You can get famous off someone else's. TikTok's like that too. TikTok's like every time someone sends me a TikTok, it's like someone reacting to someone.
I know.
thing.
I'll bring that up here in a second. Give us the report.
He's
there.
British and black.
British and black.
He has a dual citizenship.
Not
United
Indian at
Kingdom
all.
and US.
Okay. Fake
Nor
news.
Jew.
Nor a Jew. We've like culturally appropriated.
We were way off.
Yeah.
3 times.
Slash.
He's what?
British and black.
British and black.
He's a shaman.
Yeah.
Shaman's British and black.
Yeah.
Shaman. He's Iranian though.
No.
Like
No,
He
he
did-
did the 23andMe.
He did 23andMe, and he's British and black.
okay, his parents are from Iran.
He's
Iranian.
They ran to Africa and they ran to England.
He's actually he's born in the U.S., right? So
Yeah.
he's American.
But their genealogy hails from Persia.
Well, of most recent, it would seem.
Okay, when I think of British people, I don't think of dark people with black beards and fucking
And when some people think of Jesus, they think
huge
of Fiji's
schlongs,
Jesus.
whatever. No, but to your point about the TikTok thing, I was actually in my other group chat that's not related to the podcast. We were talking about this yesterday. There's videos of the people reacting to stuff. Like there's just another video happening in the video,
Right.
And it's just them
Pointing
at it,
Like, yeah.
and like agreeing with what they're saying. And then the other one is just like what I ate at McDonald's. It's like I got a quarter pounder and fries, and it's just them eating it. And they have millions of followers. It's like, here's my order. Like, it's that stupid voice. Here's my order at Five Guys. And it's just a guy going into Five Guys and ordering food.
Right. Well, also a
dumbest
lot
thing.
of the people that have like huge followings and stuff, like even like just the random people that start following you on TikTok, like it's kind of like a dead internet thing. Like the number of actual people is a lot less. The likes are probably right. I mean,
I can't get into it, man.
yeah, I agree. There's some stupid stuff out there.
I don't do the TikTok. I don't do the TikToks.
You don't like the
I
TikToks?
don't like the TikToks.
I do like the TikToks, man.
I don't understand. Like you've already talked about it because I was lost in another world. Like, you don't even have to make your own thing anymore. You just comment on someone else's thing.
Right. You just point at it.
And you're like, I can't do this is an audio podcast, but the look is like, oh look.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
What? The one famous guy, like the black guy, the bald black guy who just reacts to stuff and just points, like puts his hands out like this, you know.
He's the original. He gets credit for it.
Yeah. Like he monetized that. He monetized.
He became
just
really
reacting
rich off
to
of
stuff.
I still don't even know who you're talking about.
You'll see it in the memes all the time, like people like doing.
Oh
all these
yeah, I
hacks,
do know what you're talking
and
about.
it's just
I know
him
exactly.
pointing at the video, like going like.
But
this.
he does different things too. Like they'll try to show you a hack, and then he'll
Right.
show you why the hack is stupid, and then just plop
But
his
he
hands.
was the original react to a video guy, I think.
I think that is way more creative than someone just playing a video back, doing the green screen thing, and just pointing, like just shaking their head,
Right.
yes or no. That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yeah, the guy you're talking about is way better.
I have
than
this
that.
one guy on Facebook because I don't have TikTok, but he shares the TikToks all day long of him doing that. Like he's a reactor, content creator.
Dude.
So he'll just have like a video of TD Jakes preaching, and it's just him shaking his head and pointing at TD Jakes. Like, we don't need you in the video. Just share the TD Jakes video. Like, we don't.
What if we do a reaction to their reaction?
We totally could.
It's us reacting.
It's like us.
I keep seeing videos of people saying kind of like that same thing. Why do people keep making videos where they do nothing? And now there's a trend where it's just people keep. Have you seen this? What Stitch means on TikTok? Do you know what that means?
No.
That's like just whenever you add to a video. Like if there's that one video of the guy doing this, you can stitch to it, and then it puts you up in a corner alongside with this. It's a little bit different than the green screen thing where they're floating there pointing at stuff. But everybody just sits there, and the trend is I'm going to make a video where I do nothing, and it's going to catch on, and then people just keep stitching themselves onto it.
Why we're all just getting dumber?
Sitting there doing nothing. Yeah.
Or we're dumb and we're just not doing nothing for money.
That's what inspired the conversation. I was like, I am so dumb. Like, there was a dude. What started this conversation on our group chat was one of the dudes sent a screenshot of this post. It was like something like country fans, whatever. And the guy was like, which song would you like to hear so-and-so cover? It's like a totally hypothetical thing. Like, what song would you like to hear this country artist cover?
Right.
And it's just people comment. Dude, it had like 200,000 like shares and like.
Have you seen the TikTok lives?
No.
Like if you're just scrolling through TikTok, every now and again you'll come up on someone who's live on TikTok, and they get roses or galaxies or whatever. People sending them gifts, but it's money. I don't know like what they're actually getting, but I mean it's almost like a full-time job if you're gonna try and make money at TikTok, because you're gonna have to get on there and do lives and talk to people and interact with them. And if your thing is this dumb thing where you do nothing, there's a lot of dumb things. There's people doing the NPC characters where they're just spicy chili, spicy chili, spicy chili, yummy.
Don't get it at
yummy.
all.
Yeah, I don't either.
No fucking clue what you're talking
but
about.
It's like putting money in the machine to make the thing say what you want it to say, I guess. Have you seen that CSQUARE at all? The people pretending to be like, there's one girl who I can't even think of her name. It's probably good that we don't promote her, but yeah, she makes thousands of dollars doing this, like gam, ooh, making my kitty purr, ice cream.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I'm so glad I haven't
The
seen
fact
that.
you did it right then disturbed me.
There's one dude that is set up in the middle of New York. I do remember his name, Harrison Bro, NPC. He's like, oh, bro, you're shocking me. Oh, chili gives me gas, bro. We're going to the club tonight, bro.
I have no clue what you're even
And
talking about.
he
I have no clue what
he
you're
is
even
standing
talking
on the
about.
street acting like an AI NPC hours of the day. Like, while we're at work, he's there doing that on the street. People sending him money to do that.
Okay.
And we're going to keep doing this podcast for years. And just pray somebody listens.
That's what
I mean,
think about, like,
you have to think about. I feel like we have pride in what we do in this podcast.
Yeah, to get up there and act like a NPC
Like,
or AI character.
It serves a purpose of us getting together, talking to each other, having conversations.
It's hopefully intellectually stimulating.
Yeah,
And entertaining.
like there's people who like it, and that's all. Whatever. Like we get to do stuff we like to do. We get to play music and make funny songs and laugh and.
Let's try and do a podcast where we're just like game.
I mean,
We'll just say nonsense words and phrases for 2 hours.
we probably
See how
have done that
episode does.
before.
yeah, this is most of the podcast.
Like last time you guys were talking gay Bane. I mean, what in the world?
And that's infinitely more. I would watch that.
That's funny.
I would watch that way more than anything on TikTok.
What'd you call it again? What'd you say it was?
Gay Bane?
Gay bang?
Gay Bane.
Gay bang!
Gay Bane.
I was like, what? What's a gay bang? I mean, I can imagine.
You know the fake character we created
Yes, I
literally a
remember
week
now.
ago?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh. What other gay characters could we do?
We
How
weren't going
about
to go there.
gay?
We weren't going to go there.
We were not going to go gay there. Gay Donald Duck.
I can't do it, Donald.
Okay, I went.
It's hard to speak doing it all day.
Uh,
Hey there, Goofy.
What if-
Gosh. Oh. Hey, Mickey, what's in your pants there?
It's a big surprise. It's a bone for you, Goofy.
Of course.
Put it in your mouth, buddy.
You know how I love my bones.
That kind of tickles.
Oh, my ears ain't the only thing that's floppy.
Oh. You're welcome.
I don't know if I... That was perfect. Okay.
We're getting sued by Disney.
Love to invisible wires.
God help us, Jesus. Walt Disney is coming up from his cryogenic chamber. Like,
imagine the week Walt Disney would be having if he came back to life. Like, the Jews are bombing people and we're slandering Mickey Mouse. Like, he would be having a rough time.
if he came
Walt
out
Disney
of the
was a known
cryogenic chamber that he's
anti-Semite.
supposedly in,
By the way,
is he really in a cryogenic chamber?
That was a theory, I think.
Because he had some
Hey,
disease.
Ted Williams is bringing it full circle. Ted Williams' head is in a cryogenic.
Okay, well,
His kids fought. His kids fought because he just wanted to fucking die because he's an old man,
and they wanted to preserve his head.
Half of his kids were like, we want him to be cryogenically frozen. The other half was like, no. So I guess they come to like some kind of settlement where they just freeze his head. Because like I guess I don't know. In the future, if they figure out how to reattach your dead head to something, and I don't know, it's retarded.
That's amazing.
but if Walt Disney came back to life right now, that's a good
I think he would fix Disney. I think he would look at what they've done and say,
I think he'd take the money and run. Like,
Well,
this is all mine.
I don't know, man. I wonder how much money Disney actually has. Think of all the money they have tied up.
All of the money, like just think of all the money. That's how much they have. They own ABC, ESPN, everything Disney related, Marvel, Star Wars. They own it all. They own everything. Think about it.
Mickey's pulling the strings.
Oh.
Well, that's, I mean, it's interesting because they used to be like, oh, Disney's wholesome. And then they had that weird sexual thing going on that all the churches did. And then now
I don't know. Oh, man. That scene in Pinocchio, though. I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
But I can't. That's weird.
I will say this though, and this is gonna make me sound like even more of an old man than I don't watch the TikToks. But like Disney always gets a lot of shit, for being woke and all this stuff and whatever. And oh god, they were the first really big company that ever faced backlash for having like a Pride Day. Like back in the 90s, they would have like Pride Day at Disney, and it was everyone was up in arms. Oh my god! But like when we went to Disney a couple of years ago, it's like unapologetically American, unapologetically capitalist. You go into Disney, you go into the Carousel of Progress, nothing has changed. Everything's about how awesome America is. Everything's about how you should buy shit. And we saw everybody from every race, every walk of life, people flying all over. It's the number one vacation destination in the world. People fly there all over the place, and they don't modify their park. You know what I mean? To like try and be woke or whatever.
Right.
Like everything's good American values. Of course, capitalism, buy shit. Blah 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 blah.
Shit.
But yeah, it's expensive, but people eat it up. So like that's the thing. Is like people's like, they say like you have to acquiesce to the woke stuff in order for to not lose business. Disney hasn't, at least with their parks. Like you can argue that like their content,
their content's pretty woke,
but like not the park itself. The number one moneymaker. You know what I mean? Like it's Uncle fucking Sam. They have the Hall of Presidents where you go in there and they talk for 45 minutes about how great the country is and how great all the presidents are. Like it's so like pro America. Disney, the park, Disney World.
Man, I went to Disney when I was like 5. I'm good. It's totally
never
different.
made it to Disney.
It's not that different. It's really not. I mean, most of the attractions are the exact same.
Yeah.
You know, like
I don't get into amusement parks anymore. I don't know why. I went to Kings Island like.
you've had all the amusement you could take for.
Well, I used to love roller coasters. Then I got on a roller coaster back when I worked at Journeys back when I was like 20.
Yeah. That's when I was like about 23, 24.
And I got off and I was like, I'm going to barf.
Yeah.
It's like my equilibrium was like, you're
Well,
done.
it was like I was doing like the rainbow thing where you just get inside and just spins you
At
around.
Cannon Park?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I think I did something similar to that at the Boyd County Fair or something like that too. But it was
that
just
stuff's just made to barf.
Well, yeah. But when I was a kid, I loved that.
You're talking
Just
about
spinning
like
around
the
that thing.
Gravitron thing where you stick to the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Like within the first 30 seconds of getting in on that thing, I knew I'd made a mistake. And it was just, it's a nightmare.
I used to like to get in that thing and turn upside down, you know?
Yeah.
But like as soon as it stops, like everybody just peels off the wall. And it's like, brah.
I never did barf. Yeah,
my wife I was never huge on amusement park rides.
Not anymore.
I'm not afraid of roller coasters. I just didn't like. I disliked the jerking and like banging my head against the thing than I did like the fall, you know, the drops and all that stuff.
That's the problem with that now.
Because I think the first roller coaster I ever rode was the Beast, and it's like so rough.
The wooden roller coaster.
The Beast is a rough ordeal.
It beats the crap out of you, and then you get on another one, and then like. You're like, oh yeah, like you're going fucking 80 miles an hour, so you're like, blah, and like, I just don't like that, and I don't like not being in control.
Yeah, I'm over roller coasters, man.
Yeah,
My body just can't do it anymore.
Man, this is officially old people shit.
That's right. I'm not ashamed of
These
it. Well, it was
kids
in our
and their-
20s when we realized.
Like, I'm not
going
gonna wait in line
for a back injury.
for a C2 dislocation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just not
Can I
gonna do
stand
it.
for 3 hours, and then just
That's what I can't stand. Is the waiting in line. I can't stand waiting in line at any time, but
no. It's even worse in amusement
There's
park.
got to be a better system because
Then the line.
yeah,
You
there's
wanna
got to be a
reinvent the
more.
line?
this whole line thing's been around too long.
We need a square.
You would think with
A
like
maze.
I don't know, like make a double or something. Like if you're Disney, you got the money to build another one. Build another fucking log.
It doesn't
flume,
matter.
And then you have
They
two-
don't care how long you're standing in line. You're in the park already, and you're already paying for crap. And you're gonna buy stuff to
But
eat while
isn't
you're
it
in the
dumb?
line.
Well, that's a great point. That's like the longer you're standing in line, though, the less time you have to consume. Because you're standing in one spot.
I
You're
think
not,
you found the algorithm.
you are not.
That's
If
true.
I'm standing to go to Space Mountain for 3.5 hours, that's 3.5 hours that I'm not buying, goofy underwear and.
You know what they're missing out on? Selling shit in the line. Why aren't they selling stuff the
Don't they?
entire time you're in line?
They got the guys with the carts.
That's what
They
I was
do?
thinking.
Yeah, they used to.
I've never been sold anything in line.
People walking around.
They should
Yeah,
be
they-
selling me stuff. They could sell me a little DVD player so I could watch something.
So, get your DVD player here. DVD players.
Like, I don't want to sit there and look at the fat family in front of me.
Say, that reminds me. The stupid TV screens at the gas station.
Oh, my God.
annoying.
Can we get rid of that?
Daisy Fuentes somehow
She got a gig.
she got a gig on every damn gas station.
She jumped from TNT movies to
Gas station.
gas station.
Short films. Hey, it's Daisy Fuentes. How did you get here?
It's like, what is the content even on? I know I've seen
They
it.
just show clips of things I've never heard of. They're like the one at Speedway is like #1 music chart or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like the #1 song in America is
Lollipop
is How to-
Gangsta.
How to Build a Roof by the Chesterton Trio. And I'm like, what the
What is it? 1843?
the Carpenter's single just
The
dropped.
Chesterton.
I don't know. Like whatever. And I'm like, I've never heard of any of these words. Like,
That's when I know I'm out because it'll be a song and it's like I said, like Lollipop Gangster by Momo Yoho. And I'm like, who the hell is that?
is that real? 'Cause
No,
it
I
sounds
just
real.
I just made that.
Bobo
sounds
Yobo.
Like
Momo
nothing's even a
Yomo's-
word anymore.
Yeah, Momo's an artist that does that spring platform from under the stage, just shoots
is that his
out.
name?
And the crowd's just like,
Is that really his name?
yeah.
I have no idea.
No, he is now.
You were an artist
real
called
now.
you were an artist called Homo.
Homo yo-yo.
You
don't
bounced
wanna-
up and down on the.
Don't want to see what he does.
Oh.
And but somehow, like, I don't know, the whole Daisy Fuentes thing is funny. But then you go to, not Speedway,
Super Quik.
Super Quick, and they have their whole, like a guy, hey, this is Super.
And they
Come
have
in and get a corn dog and a Reese's
Yes.
Pieces. Like they're trying to kill you
They
on the
have-
way to work.
And they have their own like track music and everything.
Come get a 72-ounce Pepsi Max with a
There needs to be
With
a
some-
kill switch for that.
Slim Jim corn dog with a, they're just
Ooh, that sounds great.
Does
It
Slim
does.
Jim and a
Corn dog Slim Jim.
like
Hey,
it's
let's go to Super Quick, guys.
a Slim Jim with a corn.
Man, they're getting to us, folks. That's how they.
a
they've
corn
gotten
dog,
to our head.
a corn dog with a Slim Jim with that's snapping. That'd be good.
It would be.
You know, corn dogs are underrated. food.
I love a corn dog.
corn dogs.
are great.
You ever had a homemade corn dog,
No.
buddy?
Boy, yes,
Let
I
me
have.
tell you,
Well, I've had the corn dogs in
Homemade corn dog sounds like
Gatlinburg.
something
they're so
naughty.
good. And I've been known to make a
I've been known.
I've been
Make a
known to make a
mean corn
beer
dog.
batter corn dog, and man, they are fire.
Will you make me
You're
one?
telling me you're at your house making a corn dog.
It's been a while.
What are you like? You know, I got the
I got my sticks and my wieners.
Yeah.
Got my, what kind of oil? Peanut oil?
like. I can imagine you going to the grocery
Get
store.
4 peanut oil.
You go to the grocery store like, we're making some fucking corn dogs tonight.
It's corn dog night, boy.
And you're all excited on the way home. You're tapping your foot. Like, God.
Travis Tritt.
Like, you.
Rice cooking in the microwave.
Corn dog cooking.
Like, I've known you for so long, and at no point did I know that you made homemade corn dogs.
They're so good, dude.
I'd eat them.
You're like a snob about it. Like, listen, you can go Super Quick and get one, but if you come to my house, I'll make you fucking corn dogs.
No, I mean, there's just something about one of those frozen corn dogs.
I say about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I got desperate I was just starving, and I was out in the middle of nowhere, and I saw a corn dog. I was like, well, I'm just getting it.
Nothing stopping me from enjoying delicious corn dogs.
I regretted it.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, how many corn dogs do you usually have when you have corn dogs?
One.
Just the one?
No, you don't have. You have 2.
I
You
don't.
guys eat the crispy part on the stick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best part.
So you
right?
have one, maybe 2 corn dogs?
No, one.
But
I'll have 2 corn dogs,
Dude, I'll have 4.
I bet you would.
Well, see, here's the thing.
I will have 4 corn dogs.
It's a matter of discipline because you get the corn dogs; they're frozen, so you have to pick how many
Right.
you want to cook out of
It's
the
usually like
package.
6.
Well, so you're not like, I'm not getting 4 corn dogs out for myself because I
Right.
don't want to feel like a piece of shit. But if
That's-
the corn dogs were already made, I would have 4.
Right.
But I'm not going to make 4. You know
That's what
I
I'm
mean?
getting at. When you have 4 corn dogs, you're a piece of shit.
I mean, if you have 4 corn dogs,
It's got to be.
you regret it.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be up there with one of the greatest food names too.
Corn
not
dog.
just the corn dog.
I mean, I love corn dogs. I'm just gonna say it. I'll admit it on
love
this podcast.
Listen, I will make the corn dogs for us.
Do you put ketchup or mustard on it?
Mustard.
I do ketchup.
Yeah, well, you're 4.
Why? Why is ketchup an immature food? but
Ketchup
mustard
is
is distinguished and
like-
mature. That makes no sense.
Like a third of a ketchup bottle is sugar.
Yeah.
That's how much sugar's in ketchup. I love ketchup too. But
There's
yeah.
certain things
There's a
that
lot of sugar
you
in
got to have with ketchup. Onion rings, got to be ketchup.
French fries.
French fries.
French
ketchup.
fries, mostly got to be ketchup, but it depends on the fry, I guess.
What else do you like to put on your fries? Mustard?
If you put mustard on fries, that's un-American.
No, you don't put mustard.
What are you
on
from
fries.
France?
God darn Frenchie.
But yeah, you gotta have ketchup with. Those
Why is
things.
mustard on a corn dog? I don't get it.
You can put ketchup on a burger's okay.
You
I'll do
should
ketchup and
put ketchup
mustard.
on a burger.
You don't put
ketchup and mustard amalgam. That's really good.
Can't. I mean, don't put it on a hot
Do they
dog.
make ketchup and mustard together in a bottle?
I don't. I imagine that
Probably.
might not work out well.
Why?
After time.
Over time, they would mix together.
One's
They
tangy
sell
and tart, and
mayo
the
and
other's kind
ketchup.
of sweet and
But to them together from different bottles is good.
yes.
You know what? I've done that when you got the old school corn dog. You got corn dog and the crinkle fries, right? Are you guys
Yeah.
with me? Then you squirt the ketchup for the fries.
Why did
and
you have to?
the mustard for the corn dog? But you take the tip into the corn dog and you mix the mustard and ketchup together. Then you dip it all in there. That's the way to go.
That's a good. Yeah. God, I'm getting hungry.
That's
That
like a
was me when I
that-
was 12. Like,
That's a 5-star corn dog.
Hobo meal.
you guys have never done
That's
that?
what kind of restaurant you need. It's like carnival food that is off the chain.
People, that
Would you
that
like
would work
this,
around here.
the corn dog? It is the house. They're freshly caught.
Freshly caught corn dogs.
They're farm to table corn dogs.
They're off the coast of. They're caught off the coast of.
While we're on the subject of restaurants, have y'all had poke bowl?
No, down there
Hibachi
on-
grill and poke
I
bowl?
I got takeout there once.
Did you get the hibachi stuff?
Yeah,
Isn't poke bowl? Isn't that? Wouldn't that mean?
it's poke, not
Poke
poke
bowl.
you
Oh, it's not bag bowl.
fucking hillbilly.
But y'all get your poke bowl.
We're down there that goddamn poke bowl.
I said, I'll take me a poke bowl, put some salmon in it. Some, what's it, tuna? But yeah, it's sushi without the, like, it's not roll. It's not on a roll.
It's in a bowl.
Yeah, they put it in a bowl.
Like a,
Yeah, they got different ones. And
so the poke means sushi.
It's poke.
poke. Yes, I never heard sushi.
You can't
referred to
have
as
a restaurant in this town and call it poke, and people not go poke and bowl.
poke bowl.
Did you have a point about this? Were you going to give it a review or?
It's just weird, man. A bowl full of like raw fish and shit. Like,
I mean, it's big in Hawaii and the Asian countries.
and it felt a little steep for what I got.
Well, I got it like on DoorDash, so it was always like, you know, anything you get on DoorDash is $30.
I'll have to try the.
But it
hibachi
was
next time.
it was enough. Me and my daughter and my littlest son, who was 4, ate one meal.
It's
Like
awesome.
they put enough like fried rice and all that shit in there for 100 people.
At the poke bowl.
Down there at the poke bowl, boys.
Poke bowl.
Get on down there, boys. I thought I was gonna get poked when I went in there.
Mine didn't.
Oh, went in there and that feller had that chopstick. I said, "You better not poke me with that, boys."
Fellas in there trying to eat rice with chopsticks.
Boys, I ain't ever ate no raw fish now. Boys, I've descaled hundreds of them, but I ain't eating them like that.
I'm gonna fry them up.
You gonna put them in there in the fryer, you know
That's
what I'm saying? Little hush puppy.
You call me a
Another-
lot of
That's
things.
another great product made of cornmeal.
I'll
is
tell you,
fucking
yeah.
Hush
You don't
Puppies.
call me that.
I'll tell you one thing Hush Puppy does make me do is hush.
Do you know why they call it a hush puppy?
No.
You'll never look at them the same.
Please don't.
It's not that
I
bad.
love Hush Puppies.
It's not that bad. It's not going to run it that bad. Do you know?
No.
Slaves, to quiet the hounds when they were trying to escape, would take cornmeal,
Uh-huh.
roll them in a ball, and
It's made up.
throw them for the
It's not
dogs.
what-
Yeah, that is.
No. It was named
Hush
after. It was
Puppies.
named after the 90s
It's named
shoe
after
brand.
Dr. Hush
Hush
Puppy.
Dr. Norman Hush Puppy.
Dr. Norman Hush.
Listen, I went
He was also a dog trainer.
back in my
Dr. Norman. Why does he have to be a doctor? He just made it.
Well, that's a little more distinguished.
It's
I guess,
hilarious
than-
that when a doctor makes something up, we're like,
we can't cope with the fact that it was slaves using it to escape.
that's why Mr. Pibb never gets any credit.
yeah.
Even though Mr. Pibb
He only got a 4-year degree. That son of a bitch.
he just gets a bachelor's degree. How much school do you have to give him a doctor in front of it?
Mr. Pibb BS. No, I was
Mr. Pibb BA. He got a BA in arts and music.
I was such an alcoholic at one point that the liquor store guy invited me in for lunch. And the Indian guy that owns the
I'm a
So
pretty
true.
big alcoholic too. That I frequent the same store, and I've yet to.
this is a true story. So he would always tease me. He goes, "Hey, buddy," you know, like that.
Yeah.
So I would
Buddy.
walk in, and I told him before how I really liked Indian food. And one day I walk in there, he goes, "Hey, buddy, come here." He goes, "Check this shit out." and his wife had made food and like brought it to him, and man, it was like he made me a plate. It was
awesome.
Indian
delicious.
food is amazing.
And they had this hush puppy thing. It was made with like spicy. Oh shoot!
Tuna maki.
It was like red chili flake powder or something like that.
That's called a shit puppy. Is what that's called.
Dude, I ate it. It was like kind of sweet. You know, it's like got the texture of a hush puppy, kind of sweet, and then just blows your doors off with the heat. Man, it was phenomenal. And I actually made those one time. I got the stuff at Jungle Gyms because they have a huge Indian section, and I made these little hush puppy things. Oh, they were great. Don't know what they're called technically, but
did I ruin Hush Puppies?
No, I don't care about their slave heritage. They helped many slaves.
What wasn't? Yeah, what wasn't?
Now it's more nostalgic.
You know what? We should eat Hush Puppies in the name of equality right now.
Did you see that movie, The
Puppies and
BlacKkKlansman? Did you see the BlacKkKlansman movie?
No.
No, is it good?
It's 87% good.
Spike Lee, right?
Yeah. There's points in it you're like, why did they add that scene? But other than that, it's interesting. They really put David Duke in a bad light, like worse than he's ever been in.
Gee, really?
And Topher Grace plays David Duke.
Wow. I bet
He
that's
rocks
pretty good.
it out.
Yeah.
And the guy from Tenet plays the main character.
Topher's like the one dude from that
guy's
70s
name?
show.
What's the guy from Tenet?
We've looked this
He has
up
3
before.
names.
He's a Joseph Gordon 3 names.
I don't know his name.
William David Scott.
I thought you were saying, I was really?
But it's interesting. It's pretty.
Imagine playing a character like that, though. How do you come back from that?
He looks he looks so different. It's kind of.
But it's like people do this dumb thing where they equate you with that kind of stuff.
John David Washington.
John David Washington.
That is.
I wasn't too far off.
No.
But like,
It's funny. That's his name. It's like the most slave name I've ever heard in my life.
Washington.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder like. A lot of black people take a name, an African name, to kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but some don't. But I guess it's like that's your heritage. I mean, that's where you came from. It's kind of a great story. Now you're a freaking actor, and you're.
I mean, if you hate your name, that's
I mean, you
a
can
tough
change your
one.
name to whatever you want to change it to. I guess.
Peekaboo Street.
how come people don't change their names more often?
Lollipop Gangsta. That's my name.
Lollipop. Momo. Slow-mo homo.
Whatever.
I've never thought about it. I've never thought about changing my name, but I'm thinking about it now.
Your name's cool. It's a Greek hero.
I would change my name to Dr. Fuckhole 3000.
Doctor, he's obsessed with doctors, this guy.
Can you change your name to Doctor?
Hey, why not?
Like it's all one word, Dr. Fuckle.
No spaces.
No spaces. Dr. Fuckle?
3000.
Did you say Fuckle? No, Dr. Fuckle. 3,000. You need to get a different number. 3,000 sounds better than 4,000.
Don't invalidate his experience as Dr. Fuckle 3000, okay?
That's right. I mean, it's how I feel.
It does flow off the lips. People do change their name all the time, though.
It's kind of, I think, when you think of the name, you know,
Change my
it
name.
kind of matches the image, you know. What you see is what you get with Dr. Fuckhole 3000.
You don't
Wolfang. It's gonna be
Wolf.
That sounds like an Indian name. That sounds pretty
yeah,
badass.
it's gonna match my new vibe.
Listen, I know I've told this story so
With
many
your
times.
bracelets.
I know I've told this story so many times on the podcast, but there's this kid named Will McCorder. Shout out Will. And we were in elementary school. I think we were like 3rd grade or 4th grade or something. And his first day of school, and they go, the teacher goes, if they, you know, if you have another name that people call you by, you know, you can say that.
Let's see where this is going.
Yeah.
Instead of, your regular name, and just let me know when I do roll call the first time. And he's like, okay. And they go, you know, Will McCorder, he goes, people call me Scooter. And everybody in the room goes, we have never called you. We're children. And we go, we have never called you Scooter ever.
He just wanted to be.
It was
called
one of the greatest
Scooter.
moments of my life because he's like, "This is the day."
Everyone
I've
calls me
waited.
Scooter from here on out.
And it's
Did it stick? Did he make it happen?
no,
for
it's
himself?
I just called him Will McCorder. I would have called him Scooter McCorder.
Scooter McCorder.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Hey, he dodged a bullet, man.
Yeah, but
You
I
all
think
did
it's
him a
funny.
favor.
He was like, it was summer, and he was like, I think this year I'm gonna start something new.
I'm gonna reinvent myself.
You've had several
Scooter.
nicknames like that.
I've had a lot of nicknames, but I never gave them. Well, I guess I did give them to myself. That's true.
You put one of them on your license
That's
plate.
true. You know what? I've done that a lot and been successful. Why couldn't Scooter get it going on? Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
what do you have that Scooter doesn't?
Confidence.
He was confident at that moment.
He lacked believability.
Yeah, you declare your name, your new name in front of a group. Of
I
people.
do. I just realized I'm an egomaniac. I'm like, it's Kanye over here.
It's one word, and it's a math equation,
Yeah.
basically.
You know who used to call me that? It was one of my very first friend and first girlfriends ever when I was a kid. Her dad called me that.
CSQUARE. Oh,
Yeah, that's why I say that. I didn't make that up. Someone else called me that. When I was in high school, these older kids called me Yogi for some reason.
Yogi. I remember you saying.
I don't know
that before.
why.
You're always stealing their picnic baskets.
I
or
guess
something?
had an affinity for stealing their.
Did you give Rabbit his nickname, or did you
On
give
here,
his?
I did. Yeah,
I think
Yeah, I
I'm the
didn't-
only one that didn't.
you declared yours.
I would like. Yeah, can I like petition? Who do I need to? Do I need to see HR about getting
there's
the name changed?
there's a form.
or it is formerly known as.
There's a
Rabbit.
series of forms and a short essay.
And it'd be funny if
You'll
we,
need a
Next
have
time
a
we-
notary.
next time we have the full crew here, we vote. Like it has to be a panel vote.
It could be
Um,
bad. It could be a lot worse than Rabbit.
No, I'm saying like for the name change.
Oh.
Like you either vote yes or no.
I have a feeling.
Not that we would name you.
No, I get to pick the new name.
And if we think it's okay,
All in favor of changing my name from Rabbit to Wolfang? Say aye.
if I have to call you
Tonight, Wolfang.
Wolfing,
You have to play Thriller as my intro. Doom, 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 doom. And I howl.
Oh, I'd want the part where it's like don't before they start dancing. Don't. That organ comes in and then you.
That's awesome. This podcast would increase in viewership.
Yeah,
if we-
we'd also have to pay Michael Jackson this day.
Man, did you hear Wolfang last week on Invisible Wires, man?
Actually, you could just
He
play
was
it.
talking about corn dogs and
they talked about Hushpuppies at one point.
Hey, do you know where Hushpuppies come from?
That's one thing we are good on is random facts.
yeah.
And useless knowledge.
And yeah, it's pretty. I mean, you know what I like to have when I eat something is have history to it.
How did beans first get baked? How do we?
I want to know how it was used to save people from
Forced
slavery.
into, yeah.
You know, the burrito comes from the Uyghur Muslims when they were in the death camps. They thought, we should roll these beans up in this fucking bread. And then the Mexicans got a hold of it, and they're like, let's put some cheese in it. Brilliant.
That's one thing Asian people don't do is put cheese on anything.
They sure don't.
They don't put cheese on crap.
Do they have cheese?
Evidently not, because who wouldn't put
It's a
cheese on
thing in
something?
Korea. Koreans like to use very Americanized cheese. Like a lot of Korean places have this dish called corn cheese. It's just a can of corn in an iron skillet, and they just sprinkle mozzarella cheese on it. It's phenomenal. It's
Wow.
great. Me and Biz got some in
That
Denver
sounds-
at this.
I guess it sounds good. Corn is great.
We went to this Korean fried chicken place, and it was off the hook.
It is fried chicken.
Yeah.
You know, there's something like as you get older, your taste buds have tasted everything.
Change, dude.
Not everything.
I know, but to a point, and then you're looking for like something exciting, something different. You know what I mean? Like you have to go like out of town or
I feel like I'm getting less
Sounds
like
like
that though.
Sounds like you're cheating on cheeseburger.
Yeah, like I did a
go
lot
out of town
of
and have a
eating
pizza.
crazy shit when I was younger, and the older I get, I like things more simple.
Yeah.
So I think it's that kind of opposite.
I was the picky eater when I was a
I
kid.
am too. I'm big time. I mean, all I eat is eggs, quesadillas.
I just have eggs.
I eat eggs.
Just eggs.
I like to put corn dog and put egg on it.
Sometimes I have egg and corn dog.
I actually make this dish where I'm just kidding. Flambe a corn dog and with a poached egg on top of it.
An egg is good on anything. Like an egg on a burger.
But that's got too trendy though. People like to put egg on everything, and like then they have to like break the yolk, and so it drools all over everything. It's like, come on, just eat an egg or just eat the other thing. Eggs don't go on top of everything.
The fact that you're upset about this is hilarious.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Can't do that with eggs.
Because like I watch a lot of
Should be off to the side
Network,
themselves.
and like all these trendy people now, that's a big popular thing is like putting eggs, and like not even just chicken eggs. They use like duck eggs and all this other crap. And it's like, oh, it's whatever the dish is, and it's like, oh, we put a nicely sunny side up egg on top there. Just crack that yolk, so let it run over top. It's like, come on, man. Like, sometimes simpler is better.
You ever had a bagel with like black cherry jam and duck fat butter?
Sounds good.
It is good.
Duck fat butter rules.
I heard Anthony Kiedis say that's what he had for breakfast on I think it was Joe Rogan's podcast or something. And I was like, that sounds amazing. And my wife heard it, and so she
Duck
bought
fat is one of the greatest.
It is good.
It's awesome.
So good.
There's your tip, listeners.
I mean, Anthony Kiedis. Can you imagine what his life is like?
He has a cook. Like that's how he like.
Yeah.
He has like his menu, and his cook makes his food.
That's why he's like ripped.
That's why they have to tour for as long as they tour. But how amazing would that be?
I started going through this. I have stopped for a little bit, and I've gained a lot of weight. But I was like, had this place that made me meals, and I would eat only what they made for me. And man, I lost so much weight because I just eat that. It was like chicken and rice and broccoli, and I just ate that for like 2 or 3 months, and I lost so much weight.
Gets old quick though.
Yeah, but they have a different sauce with it.
Yeah, it does. Man, when I was doing like strict keto, like we were talking about last week, I meal prepped. So I would make like one giant meal and then split it up into like 5 containers. And yeah, dude, I was like so sick of eating chicken and broccoli.
That's kind of what it takes to be successful. If
Right.
You're trying to
Like
I was trying to save money and eat well.
right.
I was like pouring hot sauce and like whatever I could on it. You know,
But really, I only eat for taste if it's like the weekend. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't really
Thursdays, fuck, I don't need to taste anything. It's Thursday.
I don't care about eating that much. Though.
Gosh, some days I'm just like I want a cheeseburger. You know.
Oh hell,
I want a calzone. I want pizza. I like shit. I like corn dogs.
Corn
I've had
dog
one
rules.
corn dog in the last maybe 5 years.
Dude, I had like just.
I love a corn dog.
It's probably been about a month ago I had corn dogs, but a
Bondo's
good.
like, I don't have
length
one
of time
corn
before
dog.
that.
I have 4 corn dogs.
Yeah. Are you out of your mind?
If you walk out of a gas station, here's the thing about buying any food at a gas station.
Oh, I won't. I buy them at the store. And
Oh,
take them
well.
home. Yeah. Hoity-toity corn dogs, man.
Boy, look at
Well, we got Rabbit over here is like
Using an oven and stuff.
he's like there's a 3-hour curation of
I dry age my corn dogs for 7 days.
he's like this is a process called dossling where
Keeps them in a room where it's a specific humidity.
I sprinkle paprika
I've,
from 5 feet above them.
And the red
I've
peppers
sous-
from this paprika were made in my kitchen.
I've sous vide the sausages that we're going to wrap here.
He's like doing beef Wellington corn dogs.
That's essentially what a corn dog is. It's
Kinda.
meat wrapped in a whatever.
It's
not as
white.
pretty.
It's a white trash beef Wellington.
Hey, white trash beef Wellington.
That's what a corn dog is.
That's exactly.
Yeah,
Huh.
Probably the name of this episode.
dude, I'm inspired. I'm gonna fucking chef this shit up. We're gonna have beef Wellington corn dog
Oh my god.
at the next get together.
You're gonna like make it with like Spam and Treat.
No, we make
No.
it with hot dogs.
Actual hot dogs. Well, I think beef.
Wait a
Wellington,
minute.
I
You
think
just went the
big.
reverse of
But
what
like, I'm thinking like
You did the reverse of what did you
beef
do?
Wellington. No, I'm thinking the beef Wellington made as a corn dog. So like the steak
Yes.
and like put it on a
Yes.
stick like a kebab,
Yeah.
and then wrap it in the shit and cook it like a corn dog.
Okay.
That's
so you're
the
getting
move.
rid of the
That's the
bad
move.
meat altogether. You're talking good meat.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep it in the
A
white
Wellington
trash direction.
dog. And then
with
we could do
Spam
the
and
opposite,
treat.
where we make like put the hot dog in the middle, and then wrap it in the pastry,
That sounds
which
awesome.
is a pig. That's a pig in a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially, white trash beef Wellington.
Wow, we're becoming foodies.
This is great. Why?
So you were going to take the real good quality beef of the beef Wellington and put a corn dog
turn it
wrapping.
turn it into a corn dog.
But he's gonna make his own batter, right? He's not just gonna. Yeah,
Yeah, if it's a Wellington dog, it's gonna have to be like
it's gonna be humpy.
We'll call them wellies.
Wellies,
welly dogs.
white trash
Do
wellies.
you realize how much money we're going to make off this food truck?
This is
Gotta
gonna
start
rule.
making money on this. I really want to.
If we went to like a bank and said, this is our plan.
We're gonna start an obscure corn dog truck.
We're thinking about artisan corn dogs.
I know nobody's done it,
This
right?
is real next level shit. I know your mind's blown, right?
We have a little sample platter. Do we have this girl come in with
Here's our cheeseburger corn dog.
She's dressed as a corn dog.
this is Tammy. Her business presentation.
Have you guys ever thought, man, this corn dog's good, but man, what if it had 7 deli meats packed inside of it?
You ever wanted
around the sun.
Munster cheese inside your
You guys ever thought, man, what would happen if I cooked a corn dog inside of an apple pie? We got the answer.
You know, there is a place in Gatlinburg that's like known for their corn dogs. They make the big like.
Fuck them, we're putting them out of business.
That's no reason for me to go to Gallenberg.
But exactly. I'm like,
What do I have to drive 7 hours to go to
it's
the?
like, yeah, you're trying to sell me on a corn dog for real? And I order my corn dog. We go in there, we get.
If
the
I drive
corn
7
dog.
hours, they better suck my dick while I'm eating corn dog.
I better get a corn dog when I get there.
You know what
I
I'm
mean?
saying?
But the dude that ordered after us, he's like, I've heard about this place. These corn dogs are amazing. I was like, I've never heard people
And it was just
speak about corn
a
dogs.
regular corn dog.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, they make it right there. It's not like out of a box or anything, but it's a big long ass.
I love how we
corn dog.
we upgrade things. It's made right there.
It's
Well,
right there. Right
Taco
there. They
Bell
come
makes it
out
right
of a
there.
box.
Too. Taco Bell makes their stuff right there too.
But it does come out of a box. That's it, I guess.
It's not as bad as like Tim Hortons and Starbucks. Their stuff's already made.
I don't think I've ever been inside of a Starbucks.
If you're getting a sandwich at Starbucks, you suck.
They're the worst. They're the
yeah.
worst sandwiches of all time.
Yeah, don't do that.
Even Tim Hortons has better, like their sausage biscuits at Tim Hortons. I used to get them all the time.
Tim Hortons is not bad.
Good shit.
It's not bad.
They do have a corn dog with sausage in it, don't they?
Like a breakfast corn dog?
Oh, that's a thing already. Okay.
Yeah, like it's got a sausage on the stick, and then they dip it in pancake batter.
Shit on a brick.
Brilliant. Yeah. There's so much potential in the corn dog market.
I mean, dipping things in
Untapped
batter has.
potential.
Anything deep fried.
Yeah. I
saw
mean,
deep
high
fried.
cholesterol is the limit. You know what I mean? There's no.
I saw deep fried deviled eggs today.
Ooh, man, I love a deviled egg. Mm.
It never occurred to me to deep fry deviled
I
eggs.
don't do them deviled egg. I just
So
don't-
I've seen this. So they make the filling, but then they batter the
Right.
egg
Yeah.
in like panko,
Mm-hmm.
and then they put the filling in it.
Yeah. And you
that's-
put like some kind of seasoning.
Oh,
on
I
it,
would
too.
fuck that up.
Yeah.
Yes. I love a deviled egg, man. That's an
You don't
underrated
like a deviled
food.
egg, CSQUARE?
Yeah, I do.
Hey man, you gotta have me make you some deviled eggs.
I like them deviled eggs.
That's gonna be your thing. You may have had.
Need to let me.
You may have had succotash before. But my succotash.
It'll make you suffer.
It'll suck your tash if you know what I'm saying.
He made me suck a tash. It did suck the tash.
We're still better than TikTok. This content is way.
We are still better than TikTok. We didn't say. Well, we said mostly things that were intelligent.
Kind of.
That's
okay.
I love Hushpuppies.
Sometimes we just need to be real with people. You know?
I agree. We're not joking. These are some serious subjects. People
come in here. Sometimes I just don't want to talk about freaking, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Is occupying my dumb mind. We're trying to find a release here.
Yeah.
You know, everything's not about Israel and Palestine and, you know, our credit sucks and whatever else is happening in our lives.
Right.
You know, I need a freaking tire alignment or whatever. Like sometimes you just got to talk about Hushpuppies.
Yeah.
And corn dog.
Adulting.
It sucks.
I got 2 root canals last week.
Did you really?
Yeah. I went in for one and they're like, hey.
I don't see how you do, like...
You have another one to do too. And I'm like, just get it done.
When I have things like that, like I let friends know. Like I texted you, like, "What's going on?" And you're like, "Oh, nothing. I might do this, that." I had 2 root canals done. It's like that's kind of like news.
Knee replacement surgery last week.
I had prosthetic spleen put in.
Yeah. Having a root canal is horrible. Having 2 root canals.
Well, thinking you had one.
Oh yeah, you went in and they said,
and they're
well,
like,
guess
"Hey, you
what?
have another one you need," because my front tooth started hurting. And see, I busted this front tooth out playing racquetball with your brother one time. I hit myself in the face with the racquetball racket.
I remember.
And they replaced half of it.
Hilarious.
It was hilarious. I looked like Lloyd Christmas.
I'll bet afterwards.
I called my girlfriend the time. You can break up with me. I'm ugly. I lost my mind. Lost my shit.
I think I would too, man. It sucks whenever you like. I've chipped a tooth like probably in the last handful of years. Like when you get like that gritty tooth.
I did it right here in my front tooth. I hit myself in the face with a rock from the lawnmower. It like launched at my face like 100.
That's not as funny.
Yeah, it sucked. A big piece of gravel just, and I thought the whole tooth was gone, because like I felt the impact, and I was like, you know, took my tongue and was like looking around, and then I went inside and looked in the mirror. I was like, oh. I
had to go. It took like 3 or 4 days, and I had this like half a tooth. I looked like flea or something or.
Oh, after your initial.
That's initial entry, and I was the youth pastor then. You know, why am I using the article "the" in front of it?
The youth pastor.
The youth pastor, and I had to go to like the board meeting with no half a tooth, and I just sat there.
Reminded me to tell you a story off air.
Oh God.
Half of one of my teeth is. Front teeth.
Yeah, they say this one I have to get. I don't know. It cost me $800.
Jesus. Well, I've got bonding on one tooth from where I got.
That's why we call you Bondo.
Yeah,
that's right.
I got thrown into a fence in 1st grade, sticking up for a friend of mine who's getting picked on, little guy.
Well, that sounds so honorable.
So honorable. Yeah, I got my ass kicked.
Yeah, it sounds like you didn't win that.
Yeah, it did not go my way. But yeah, my tooth got like. I went right to the dentist right after that, and so I didn't even really have to see it. To be honest, I don't know which tooth it is anymore. It's one of these 2. They said eventually the bonding would fall off. I was in 1st grade.
Oh,
so
well,
like,
then you're 10. No, 5.
Yeah, something like 5, 6, something like that.
Huh. Well, we got fake teeth and
root canal.
It's root canal. Talking about corn dogs and
Corndog Pipedream.
Excellent band name.
I saw them at.
I have their autograph, man.
I have their autograph. Well, they're second singer, not the first singer.
Yeah.
He's signed by expensive bass.
I love you guys. Funny. And with that said, love or no love, it's your choice. Thank you for listening to the Invisible Wires podcast. You can email us at invisiblewirespodcast@gmail.com. You can interface with us on Instagram at invisible_wires. We appreciate you listening, and we hope you have a great week.